So a man names his boat after you. You cook Thanksgiving for his whole family. You see him through one of the toughest seasons of his career. Being benched, the slumps, just everything, the mood swings, all of this. And then he comes to you and says, I don't know about this monogamous relationship stuff. Now, before I tell you who it is, you already took a side. You already determined your opinion of the whole situation. And regardless of what, this is what's happening on social media all over the place. It's been 48 hours since Meg Thee Stallion announced that she was done with Klay.
Spaghetti don't go with catfish. He should have left her alone for that by itself.
Don't see spaghetti with
two different meats.
He said two different meats.
Spaghetti two different meats.
Spaghetti a meat.
But spaghetti is a meat. Doggone it. I'm tired now.
But the whole thing is, we get into this thing with celebrities and their relationships, but why do we do it?
Because our life is trash.
But that's what we talking about tonight. She said what she said. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. I'm Derrick, the Thought Engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yoggi. How you feeling, bro?
What it do? What it do, sir?
Good, man.
This should be a hot one tonight.
It should be.
This should be as hot as the fish grease that made that fish with that spaghetti. It should be plenty hot, brother, tonight.
I realize you so hard up on a fish with spaghetti.
Man, that don't go with that. Don't.
A lot of people eat fish with spaghetti, bro.
You eat that?
A lot of people. You give it to them, I'm gonna eat it.
That you know why somebody got to give it to you, because it don't go together. Spaghetti go with salad.
Oh man, yeah. Well,
breadsticks.
I do eat salad. Gosh. You got the gallery started. You got the gallery started.
I don't understand.
All right. So tonight we're talking about she said what she said. Why we turn breakups into battlefields?
Why we got to pick a side is what I want to know.
Bruh.
They two people living in sin.
He said living in sin.
Living in sin, shacking and smacking.
Shacking and smacking.
Shacking and smacking. She talking about I was acting like I was just like your wife. What you wasn't? I was doing wifely duties. What else was you gonna be doing?
Okay.
And you can't be like a wife and expect to get the stuff that wives get.
Like a wife. So like a wife don't count.
Ask her. I think she's probably making a rap song about it right now. Because you can't.
It's gonna be one coming. Before we get into it, let me tell you, like, share, and subscribe. We need you to do that. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Lock in with your boys, please.
Your dogs, you better like, share, and subscribe. Please don't work with everybody. You gotta tell people how you really feel.
Okay. You can't be polite.
No.
All right. So let me ask you something real quick. When you saw the news about Meg Thee Stallion that she was done with Klay, and I know everybody saw it. What was your first thought?
Well, my first thought was funny because me and my brother had this conversation when they first got together, and I thought about this. I thought, when they first started dating, there was preconceived notions before they started dating, because she had a reputation and he had one as well. And so each person, friend, is saying, girl, don't listen. He chews them up and spits them out. and his friends saying the same thing about her.
Megan
Megan have shown for the right price, she can be your girl too.
Oh wow.
She's shown that.
Oh wow.
So while we dating each other, I'm trying to see if what I've heard about you is true.
Well, let's let the people know in case somebody was hiding under social media rock and missed everything. So Meg Thee Stallion, she puts out some posts on social media, and initially one of them she said cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season, and now you don't know if you can be monogamous. B word, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. Then she had an official statement she put out to TMZ, which basically when anything hit TMZ, that's when we can say, okay, all right, so maybe, there's something to this. She says, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiables for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I'm taking the time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity.
Why she got to do it on social media? It ain't nobody's business. They doing what grown people do. They out there doing why you got it? I need a press conference.
I mean, your feelings hurt. Ain't that what public figures do?
Because your feelings hurt.
So it wasn't. We can get Dr. Selena. Dr. Selena says, we were all rooting for you in my Tyra Banks voice. Anybody remember that episode of Top Model?
Y'all was rooting. I think women were rooting because, girl, are you gonna be the one to tie Klay down?
Sophia Brown says, I have only seen the post. I need to go see, but I really don't care. Get me? LOL. I hope she really works on herself. The relationship was on social media, so that's what they do. Okay. So the whole social media hype is that what ruined it?
Well, let me say this. I think there are anytime the relationship is broken, there are small things that add to the brokenness of the relationship. So social media clearly did not help. It did not help. I think there were certain comments and things that were done and said that helped the relationship derail.
Yeah.
It's funny because all a relationship is me finding a reason why I don't want to go forward with you anymore.
Okay. So that's what derails it. I just need to find a reason.
You just got to give me the right one. I'm gonna be patient up until this point. But if you keep doing this, I'm gonna have to let you make it.
So you think? Because listen, and there is no solid proof that Klay actually cheated. All we have is Megan Thee Stallion saying that he cheated. There is nothing, no video evidence, no pictures or nothing that says he actually cheated. So let me just say that.
Ain't no ring on the finger. You said ring on the finger.
And a lot of people go there. But should you not, as ladies, help me out. If you're in a relationship with a guy, if y'all doing relationship stuff, is there an expectation of monogamy?
Wait a minute. No, you not fixing your mouth talking about an expectation. No, you're not.
What?
The expectation was set before you got in the relationship because you knew I was a hoe before you got here.
Oh, was he that bad?
He was that bad. I'm talking about him.
The reports on Klay. Klay is a quiet guy publicly.
Running through him like water through
But they say in the NBA, he had a reputation.
And wait, it ain't just in the NBA. People knew what his reputation was.
Well, I say in the NBA because a lot of people that saw the relationship assume Klay was a quote unquote good guy.
So how you gonna bank on you're gonna just disregard his past. Now let me
Mm-hmm.
say, now while we're talking about past, Megan had one that's questionable too.
Okay.
She wasn't exactly the one you want to bring home to mama. So, but again, we talking about him. We talking about him, and I'm simply saying we just gonna disregard it. We're gonna disregard how you've been living.
She was privy to that information. She in that circle, so she was privy to that information.
You didn't know it? Oh, but you was gonna.
And I'm curious. I'm curious why Klay. I am curious why Klay. So Phil says they are relationships for content. If it was real, it would have been private. Doc Selena says, what made the relationship popular? Social media. It is what broke it. Oh, okay. The social media broke it. Meg was a victim of the light skin.
Light skins ain't even in style no more. Gone. They've been out of style since 77.
Well, maybe she was trying to bring it.
Light skin ain't in style no more, man.
People are not really happy with Mr. Klay.
Because she
really happy with Mr. Klay.
Because she ran to social media first. A woman scorn. Was she not a woman scorn?
Yeah. Somebody sent something to the Mavericks. They said, hello, I'm a Dallas. He said, what is it? I'm a Dallas resident. Okay, so I'm a Dallas resident and working and wondering if it's possible to trade Klay Thompson. And he said, Dallas says, hi, thanks for contacting us. We have received your message and
goodbye.
Right. And they say, okay, let me know. But yes, it's tiny. I can't read it. But yeah, so people are not happy. People are not happy with Klay. But as you were stating, there are some things on both sides that people need to take a look at.
Are you just gonna disregard what people do? People's habits.
Yeah.
You can't listen, you just can't disregard people. You got to, why is it when it comes to love or what we want to have a blatant disregard for what people show us?
Why do we feel like it's gonna be different
for me?
For us, yeah, for me.
Because she's Meg the Stallion.
So, because that plays into it. She's got a name. She has fame.
Apparently, she hadn't seen his roster.
So having her, because he dated Coco Jones for about a year.
Apparently, she hadn't seen his roster because he had. My understanding is, I don't know this personally, but I've heard that she got winners. That he got winners on his roster.
He got winners on his roster.
I'm just
so he's dated celebrities.
Yes.
So this is not.
Hey, if they wasn't, they should have been. Yeah. You heard that from me? Boy, you ain't heard that from me.
I ain't hear from you. All right.
I ain't want to
go. So we actually know they did break up. We actually know she put it out that he cheated. The speculation is that there was a WNBA player that he was supposed to have been cheated with. WNBA. Yep. I don't remember her name.
It ain't no. I don't think it's a.
I don't remember her name, but it was speculated there was a WNBA player that we supposed to have been cheated on her with.
That didn't know about his relationship with that's one thing about women. Women don't like each other.
What you mean by that?
Because women know who he was with. Did nobody say, "Nah, ain't you with old girl"? Did nobody say that? Did nobody say that?
And why don't women care about that? If a woman hears about a man's reputation,
cause the bag, you trying to get that bag.
You think it's about the bag? I don't know, man. That happens when ain't no bag.
The bag of fries, and bag of money.
I want to know, in anybody out there, if you can answer this, please help me. Why is it when a man has a bad reputation, he seems to not have a problem
finding more
women? I never understood that. Like, do women feel like it's going to be different for me when he hasn't even shown that he's actually changed.
Well, maybe it's the way he makes them feel about themselves, being around him. You know, I can't answer that because.
Yeah, I was like,
again, I'm like
any women that might be listening that can answer that question. I'm just curious.
Klay has a history.
Yeah, I've heard about the history. They say Klay is a bit of a wild boy.
And but if you know that about him, why would you invite that in? And then when he becomes a wild boy, but you was, oh my God, he's a wild boy. I can't believe he's a wild boy. That's who he was. But I'm not even going on a pure speculation about what I think might be the issue. I'm going by just this is what he's shown so far. What makes you think he ain't gonna be the dog that he been?
But looking at Megan, looking at all she did, didn't it seem like she was auditioning for that role to be that woman, be that wife, be that, you know?
Yeah, but she made catfish and spaghetti.
It's still on this catfish.
Let's gotta take the points.
There is a whole group of people
who would go together.
They would disagree with you.
Okay. When last time you was at a cookout and somebody made, when you was at a cookout thing, hold on, and the main course was spaghetti, somebody made catfish.
Nah, I know a lot of people do that. For real. That is very common.
Catfish and spaghetti.
Catfish and spaghetti.
At the same dinner.
Very common.
At the same dinner.
Same dinner. Very common.
I'm not buying that.
Man.
I think you're making it up.
Oh, no.
I think y'all making it up.
All my catfish and spaghetti people, sound off.
Yes.
Sound off. Let them know. That's not. It's very common. Catfish and spaghetti. Yeah. Catfish and spaghetti very common.
Last time we was at Olive Garden, I ain't see no catfish on the menu.
They don't sell catfish. They don't sell catfish.
They getting it right.
But think about, because I heard that Megan Thee Stallion doesn't necessarily have family like that. And so here she is, she's spending time with his family. You think maybe there was a hope that she would, that she would gain family?
You gonna gain something? It ain't gonna be the family.
But just talk about what might be the expectation.
Why you keep trying to make me be something that I'm not?
Because it's clear that there had to be a conversation. Debbie says, very common, John. Don't knock it till you try it. Talking about the catfish and spaghetti. Selena said, our rehearsal dinner was catfish and spaghetti. Yeah, it was.
We must not have been at y'all rehearsal dinner. I don't remember that. So we're gonna talk about that.
You would have been cussing the whole time. You been cussing the whole time. But I mean, what if she was actually let down? She felt let down by this whole deal. I get it. But if you don't go into that whole relationship, that situation with Klay, with one eye open, something wrong with you. You just can't disregard. If a person been living ragged their whole life, when you get them and put them on some new shoes, you think they're gonna dance like Michael Jackson? You crazy. Well, a person in Klay's position, you're on the backside of your career. You can't hit that shot like you used to.
He ain't got to. He's still worth $100 million.
He worth 100, but I don't even think for athletes like that, I don't think it's the money. I think there's something about noticing this decline when you used to be the man. You used to be the man. You was one step behind Steph Curry. And now you about 45 steps back.
Yeah.
And having to deal with that, knowing you coming to the end of this career and your career just kind of dipped real fast.
So what this got to do with Megan though?
But it's talking about the state of mind this dude is in. You're going to either get one or two dudes. You're going to get a dude who say, you know what? I need to chill out. I need to calm down. Or you're going to get this dude who's upset about how his life is declining and he taking it out on people.
And that's what he going to settle down with. You're going to pick the fruit that everybody come by, touch on, and bite off of. That's the one you're going to settle down with.
And see, I think that's probably one of the biggest issues. We don't know him, but we go off what we see on social media and what we hear, but we don't really know these people. But we stay real invested in these relationships, these public relationships, to the point, man, there's so many posts on YouTube and Facebook and stuff about this relationship. And it's like, why are we so invested into it? What is it about us that has us so invested in this relationship? Why do we get this way about public relationships with celebrities?
Because it's real housewives got us like this.
Oh, you say Real Housewives got us.
The show's got us like this. What we want to see. We want to see Will and Jada. We want to see people breaking up and going through it. We want to see that. Because we want to put the blame in so we can take a side to who was wrong and who was right.
Dr. Selena says, the love comes when you say, the heartbreak comes when you say one thing but do something else. She was moving like he told her, you ready to settle down and build a family with you, introducing her to the family, naming his boat after her. These are monogamy moves, but his behavior shows something different. And Mexican Chica 21 says, not surprised. Why are you not surprised? And that's the thing. People have already.
Because you listen, if she had cheated, would you have been surprised? I wouldn't have. I'm trying.
But why wouldn't you have been surprised?
Because she has a history. She has a history that's frowned upon. She's been ran through by rappers. And nobody's here. Nobody can pick up any rocks and throw anything. We both showed up with baggage, and because we both showed up with baggage, let's pump the brakes on. You want me to walk the straight and narrow while I'm with you, because you know we both been out here loving life and living and loving life. Yeah. I just don't understand how we can put the expectation on. He had her thinking.
And I think
if he had told her that I'm ready to settle down, she wouldn't have said it. She would have told everybody. You lied to me. You told me that I made the best cornbread. She'd have told everybody, but she never said that.
So, like Dr. Selena said, how wrong is it to make assumptions by such moves that he was making? Are these just moves a person with money makes, to where you write it off as, oh, they got money, they do stuff like that? You bought her a Maybach, you name your boat after her, you got to spend the time around your family. And think about it. Do you take those type of women around your family?
Because it sounds to me like something was done. See, because we're not giving. Everybody think that Megan did everything that she was supposed to do, but it doesn't sound like that she did. It sounds like if he was taking that particular path and he turned from it, something was did or said. So you said that was from that
was a violation.
Oh, it was
that we're not.
She did.
We're not privy to
something. She did or said something that changed the course of action, because, like we said, his course of action was headed toward, this might be my girl. And all of a sudden, now you ain't it. She ain't do nothing.
Yeah. Well, because there's been speculation, and we're gonna call it just that. We're gonna call it speculation, because there is no real confirmed sources about this. But somebody put a post, I think it started on Twitter, about Megan telling Klay she need $700,000 a month for her upkeep. And he said, at that point, I realized what it was really about. But this is speculation. So do we come up with stuff though? To fit our version of how we feel this thing went down?
Yeah, because it has to make sense to us. When the truth could have just been he didn't want her no more.
That could have been the truth.
The truth could just been, I'm tired. Oh, I've had enough. I'm ready to get off this ride. I'm ready to get off this social media ride, because he's never really been a social media guy.
Yeah, because Klay ain't never been this public.
He ain't never been this public with nothing. And Megan is everything that he's not. He's quiet, kind of hidden. Megan is loud and over the top. And I just think after a while, it's funny. Everything is good to you until it becomes common to you. Once it's common to you, it ain't as good as it was when you first had it no more. Now, the luster may be kind of gone off of it.
Yeah.
And they've been dating a little while. They've been dating long enough where he was like,
So it's July of 2025 when they started dating. And here it is, April, and they breaking up. But you're right. There are things that seem beautiful, but if we see them all the time, they just become common.
If Janet could get cheated on, anybody can.
Yeah. I guess because it's not about who the person is. After a while, they just plain
they're common. They own your nerves. They own somebody's nerves. If I'm just gonna tell it.
Yeah. Now you right. My thing is it continues to highlight this divide between black men and black women.
That's what it does. That's exactly what it does. Well, especially when we make them the representation for black men and black women.
Right.
We make them relationship goals. When we put them on this pedestal, when their relationship don't have nowhere, don't even need to be near the pedestal.
Hey man, women are riding hard for Megan. She was she did Moulin Rouge on I think Broadway, and at the curtain call, she was crying. And everybody was, women was giving her love. We love you, Megan.
That's what happens when you put your relationship is public. Now you got to have a public breakup. You can't break up in private and be yourself because everything about your relationship is on display.
I don't think we have a clue the social pressure of having a public relationship. If you hadn't reached that level of notoriety and fame, and then too, you with somebody, I think social media has a way of kind of taking over your relationship if you let it. And a lot of times, if you putting everything on social media, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hanging out, y'all taking vacations, you having Thanksgiving dinner with the family, and you put it all on social media, how you done threw down, and his daddy said, girl, this is good. You need a restaurant, all this type of stuff. You start putting it all out there. People get invested and people have opinions and they want to see things a certain way. And those expectations begin to take over. And it could have just been Klay was like, man, I want off this ride.
It could have been as simple as that.
It could have been very simple. A person who's not used to being in the public like that.
All the time. And it could be something as simple as, wait, we got to do that on social media? You want to put that on there? Do we got to put everything on there? Because remember, you trying to acclimate him to your world.
Yeah. He not cool. He not cool with that. A person who's had the level of fame that he's had and chose to stay. In the out of the public eye,
exactly.
Even with other relationships, and now, anytime he hanging out or something like that, it's let me go live or let me do a post or let me do something. He probably I can't.
We can't keep doing this.
Yeah, I can't keep doing this.
What if I was trying to make you my girl and make you my wife? We got wait. The wedding got to be on. Now we got to have a wedding. It's got to be social media.
Because what if that was. That was the straw.
They ain't gonna be able to keep paparazzi out of there.
What if that was the straw? He said, "All right, we can be together, but all this public stuff, we gotta stop doing
because there is no need for her to be with him if everybody don't know about it."
Who did it do more for, her or him?
I think it did more for it. It gave her notoriety. Klay was just with another bad chick.
Klay
Klay,
Don't think people hear about a new man?
Klay keep a pocket worth of dimes. Why is you playing with him like that? You better check. You better Google him.
Yeah, and
that's what I heard. I've heard that.
I heard the same thing. I heard his reputation in that circle in the NBA. Said Klay move around. He move around, and she had to be privy to that information.
I don't know how. Listen,
she had to be privy to that.
She wasn't her girls was. They show was telling girl.
So the investment that we make into these relationships, Klay and Meg, Will and Jada.
It's easy for us. It's easy for us. See?
Is it a distraction?
Well, distract us from our own lives.
Yeah. Or do we look at these people with a certain amount of hope? I don't.
Why would we?
Because, like you said, things not working out. Or it's the same thing with people that watch sports. When people say, man, we lost. Bro, you ain't played it down. You ain't seen the field. You ain't seen the court. But you so invested to say, we lost or we won. You take those victories as your own. And so if Meg and Klay had worked out and they had a storybook wedding and all this other type of stuff,
and they ain't got divorced,
that makes somebody is going, they need that. They need that. What is going on with us in our own lives where we need these people to be a certain way and their relationships to work out a certain way for our own benefit?
Well, and a really good point, but I think people need something to believe in. Whether it's a pipe dream, whether it's hopeless, I just think people need something, a fairy tale to believe in, because that's actually what it is. It's just a fairy tale. And so I got news for y'all. You're about to sit down and come to the camera. Come close to the camera. Because you're a fool. Ain't no fairy tales. Ain't no Cinderellas. Ain't none of that. Cinderella had a bad foot. That's why her shoe came off.
He said a bad foot.
And she had coins on it.
Hammer time in the shoe.
Hammer time with the shoe. Thank you, Derrick.
So that glass slipper had a few bumps on it, though.
had a ridge on the top of it. Come on, man. Come on. This life's real life we dealing with. Real life, because it have real consequence to what we do and say.
And I think it's that. I think it's real life is so challenging. Any relief or any breaks we can find, we run to it rather than doing the work to make our life better.
But it's easier for me to put that on somebody else, though. Make some things that'll change my life, though. Yeah.
But here's the thing that everybody got to understand. I don't care how well you sing, rap, perform. I don't care how well you shoot a ball. You can be destined, because he destined for the hall.
Oh, he going.
Yeah, he destined for the hall.
Yeah, he going.
But it don't make you good at relationships.
One has absolutely nothing to do with the other.
Oh my goodness. But we give people credit, people that's talented, we give them credit like they know how to do everything right.
No, they don't.
In relationships,
we'll just know how to act.
Oh yeah.
He know how to slap too, my bad. There's two things he know how to do. He know how to slap a fool.
That slap was kind of weak to me.
You think it was weak?
Oh yeah.
You think you should have slapped him down?
If you a man gonna slap you?
What? But wait a minute, hold on now. But there's no greater form of punishment that a man can do to another man but slap him. He slapped him with open hand too. Oh, get out of here. And, boy, you gotta slap somebody. You better shoot me. That's just, remember, my views are not these of man talking about.
I'm just saying, for a man, that was a little weak slap.
You think so? Yeah. Chris weighed about 10 pounds. He had to hit him in the heart to put him to the thing.
But that means you didn't mean it. He was trying to appease Jada.
So Jada gonna hit him harder when he get home.
But we gotta do a better job of not letting other people's public relationships get us in such an uproar. Because now women mad at dudes.
They was mad at us anyway.
I know, but this added fuel to the fire.
They don't need no more fuel. They was mad at us anyway.
I don't even want to know what you about to say.
Man, dude, what I was looking at Chris Tucker, and one of the things he said in the movie, he said, why are you always trying to kill somebody? You need to be loving somebody. And I thought that was so funny. Dude said, man, if you don't have my money, I'm kidding. Say, hey, man.
Oh, money talk.
Yeah, money talk. Why are you always trying to kill somebody? We didn't be loving. Life is short. Before we know it, man, we're going to look up and it's passed us by, and we've been looking out the window the whole time.
Yeah.
Get out there and give your heart to somebody and take a chance on somebody, because I just don't believe we trust like we're supposed to.
It's going to be a risk either way, because you don't know.
It is.
You don't know. Because people can be good one minute, and next thing you know, some from their past come up or something happen, and things, we don't know how they handle certain things until they in a situation. So it's just too many dynamics to just, and I think that's what the problem is. Everybody's looking for the problem-free, the stress-free, the worry-free relationship.
And there is no such That's not a relationship. If you don't, no, that's not. We need to get a name for that, because it's not called a relationship.
Yeah.
Because every relationship I know of got issues. You got things you got to work through.
Right. You got things you got to work through, and that's it. That's just it. So why would we expect anything different from people who may have a whole lot of money and a lot of fame?
Wow, and actually that makes it worse.
Yeah,
I think it's more pressure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got more access then.
Exactly. We don't have a clue the pressure, the social pressure there is with trying to maintain a relationship with everybody else.
Online.
Everything
you do, everybody you speak to, everything you do is somebody
scrutinized.
Somebody has an opinion.
Everybody has, that
don't know you.
Yeah. But at the same time, people who step into that limelight, you step into the public light, you got to understand this is what you sign up for too. When your life goes public, everybody has an opinion. And so it just goes with the territory. Goes with the territory. Hey man, I think there's a whole lot more to it. I don't want to speculate too much, but I would like to hear something from Klay. I just remember you don't rush the judgment. There's a couple of things taught me not to rush the judgment. One of the things, of course, was Prince. When Prince changed his name to a symbol, everybody thought Prince had lost his mind. He crazy and everything. And then later on, you find out he was protesting. He didn't want to use his name because the label.
But
he didn't want the label making money off his name.
Funny to me. Didn't nobody think nothing when his ass was out. But you mean to tell me you gonna think he crazy when he changed his name? No,
this is simple, man.
I knew he was done. He was cooked when I seen them pants.
Hey, man. Hey, and then the second one is Chris Brown or Rihanna.
When they seen a black
Chris Brown or Rihanna,
because she looked like you gonna have to whoop her. You ever seen somebody you say, you know what? I'm
Trigger war.
I'm about to whoop her. Come here, Rihanna. Come here. Then I tell you, say out that man's face, girl, every night I gotta show my love.
Because the pictures came out, all of the abuse claims and all this stuff came out.
Yeah.
And he didn't say anything. He didn't say nothing.
Because at the time, wasn't nothing he could say that we was going to accept. We weren't going to accept that.
But years later, people found out what actually happened. And he finally ended up speaking on it. And you realize there's more to a story than what you first get. And so,
if he had been Chris Brown, he'd got canceled.
Oh yeah.
That'd cancel him. He would have been done.
He said, I said cancer.
No.
Cancel.
Cancel. They'd have canceled him.
Yeah. Nah, because he's come back wronger than ever. Mm-hmm. But I think it's because he didn't say anything. he let the story tell itself. And then he confirmed after that, which I think was a smart move. Well, man, come to the end. So
final thoughts. Well, so my final thought, my final thought for this evening is, hey man, you don't get a lot of chance at this love thing, so love hard while you in it. It may last, it may not last. There's a pretty good chance that it may not last. Well, at least you want to be able to say, I did all I could. That thing just didn't work out. Because you never know. It just may work out for you. And that's my final thought.
We often say that relationships are the great equalizer. They don't care how smart you are, how much money you have, how talented you are. They will humble you. Relationships will humble you. And the more we understand this and the more we realize this, we change our expectations for the people who are in relationships. Everybody's learning. Everybody's learning how to live with somebody. Everybody's learning how to deal with somebody's quirks and all of their different, idiosyncrasies and all this type of stuff, and seeing how can I deal with this, or even if I want to deal with it. And so if we stop putting so much stock into relationships with celebrities because they've achieved a certain level of success, then we can stop getting in our feelings when they go through things. And trust me, I'm pretty sure you got enough stuff on your own to deal with. So let's deal with the things that are right in front of us. Let celebrities appreciate them for the work that they do. But beyond that, pull back your expectation of them. They're people. They're human. They have flaws. They make mistakes just like anybody else. So we can calm down all of this social media foolishness that happens every time there's something going on between a man and a woman. And that's my final thought.
What kills me is most of the people judging can't be faithful. How you gonna get mad at that man for not being faithful? And you can't be faithful. You can't be faithful to nobody. You gonna get mad at him. That man with millions of dollars can't be faithful. What's wrong with you? Why you can't do it?
Bruh. That's how it happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all for hopping on with us. We're gonna catch y'all next go round. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all later. Peace out.